Okay, who wants to start us off? Ali, wait for the mic, please. Thank you.
Thanks, Thomas. Obviously, boos at the end. Can you understand the frustrations after a home derby when kind of the team created so little?
Yes, 100%. I think we all sense the frustration and the emotions. That's part of football. It's extremely painful. Of course, that's part of the job to face you guys now and ask the very good answer the very good questions. When you just are burning inside and you like to find solutions, watch the game back, see what went wrong, all that. But I think it's about try to stay calm. In general, I think Chelsea were good. We were definitely second best. We performed badly. I think we lacked energy and intensity. That freshness, we didn't have that. Then I think the high pressure they came with, I don't think we solved it well enough, even that we worked on it. So that we need to keep working on. I think our high pressure, we lacked a little bit in the beginning until we got on top of it. And then they went up 1-0. And then we were chasing, and that was just a bad circle. Chasing, lagging intensity, energy, bad decisions, and yeah.
Speaking about emotions, it looked like after the final whistle you were trying to get Mickey van der Ven and Jed Spence to kind of stay on and maybe applaud the fans, but they just walked off straight past you. Just kind of get your take on that moment.
All the players are of course frustrated. They would like to do well. They like to win. Like to perform well. So I understand that. I think it's about which is difficult, of course, to be consistent in good times and bad times. That's why I went around to the fans as I did. It's more fun when you win. I can tell you that.
Sam.
Thomas, just to follow up, that is quite a striking image of you looking over your shoulder as the two players walk past you. Is that acceptable for you that they would ignore you and walk off like that?
I think understand why you ask the question. But I think that's how can you say, one of the small issues. We have Mickey van der Ven and Jed Spence that doing everything they can, and I think they perform very well so far this season. Everyone is frustrated. We do things in a different way, so I don't think it's a big problem.
Can I just ask as well about the XG? I mean, I don't know how much store you put in it, but it was 0.05 today. So that sort of sums up your attacking threat.
I would say that, of course, hurts massively. I've never been in charge of a team that created that little in one game, never. So that, of course, I will look into what we can do to make it better. But I think that's one thing. I think it's everything is a little bit linked. And today, we didn't hit the level.
Jay.
Hi, Thomas. Can I just ask what happened exactly with Lucas? Because it appeared like he was trying to stay on the pitch.
That was a concussion. So you were told he couldn't stay on, and I think the medical team did a good job in that aspect. And even that he wanted to stay on, it's the right decision that he stays on.
How much did that disrupt your game plan, losing him after, I think it was only 3 or 4 minutes?
Of course, we would have loved to have him continue. That's why we picked him in the starting 11. Unfortunately, that couldn't happen. So others will step in. Xavi knew the game plan, so yeah.
Sean.
Hi, Thomas. You brought on Xavi obviously only a few minutes into the game, and that wasn't really the plan. But then you brought him back off again. Are you worried about his confidence now because he still hasn't scored a goal as well?
No, I think it's part of it. There was a reason why we didn't start him, of course. I think he's played 2 starts, short turnaround. Also that energy and freshness I talked about, played 90 minutes Wednesday night. So that's why we decided that. And then he played 70 minutes here, so I think there's nothing. It's just because it looks different when you come on after 3 minutes and get chopped off.
George.
Hi, Thomas. Can I ask you, how can the Tottenham team that's losing to Chelsea in the whole second half, one of the biggest rivals, not have a shot on target or a shot at all, I don't think, in that second half? How can that sort of happen in a game of this magnitude?
Good question. There's probably not one answer to that. One thing for sure, we need to do that better.
Can you sort of see the team evolving attacking wise? It felt like there were kind of sort of baby steps against Aston Villa, but there's been a lot of home games where it's kind of hard to see the attacking patterns of play that I'm guessing you want.
Yeah, I think that the thing is all games are a little bit different, but I think there was signs of it against Everton away, against Villa home, against Newcastle away. Today, there was definitely not too much signs of it.
Finish with Tom, please.
Hi Thomas, I know you don't want to single out individuals in the lead up to the goal, but Xavi Simons, he's had a few careless passes in the games he's played so far. It feels like something that should be relatively easy to correct of a player of his technical ability. How frustrating is that? And it obviously led to a goal today.
I think when players make mistakes on the pitch, if they lose a ball or they miss a pass, or then of course I can get irritated in general when I'm talking about the specific situation. But that's part of football. How many times have you seen a player miss a pass or do something? That happens. And that can be flow, that can be confidence, that can be everything, whatever it is. So mistakes is part of football.
And just lastly, I appreciate it's difficult after a game like that, but what can you say to fans to give them confidence that the team can start being a bit more creative in these home matches?
Yeah, I think a couple of things. I think today, of course, everyone will be frustrated. As they have 24 hours and need to look forward again. I think today was one snapshot that didn't look good. I think there's definitely been other spells that's been better. And then there's no doubt that we have, keep saying that we have a front four that is new, that we need to build together with short turnarounds in games, and we'll do that. I'm not in doubt that will happen. I think every team I've coached have scored a lot of goals. It will happen again in the future here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.